hackers, and hello, you archaeologists. I'm the John Struct. Welcome to the proximity. I'm having Tales Berseria adventure. There we go. Let's take this bar away and continue with the game. We were going to the hometown, weren't we? We were in Morgana Woods. Yeah, we've gone upon the forked path in the central area, and here we were going home.
Our scout ship has returned.
Yay!
Show us your determination.
Great. Let's do this one on Getsu style, guys.
Yay! Oh, we got some sugar.
A new recipe. I've got to try it.
A new recipe. Right. Berserker's Palmia. Yes.
Scout ship to...
Right. Things are happening in that direction.
That voice.
Oh, there's a monster. Let's go fight that monster. Appears to be up to no good. Not doing no good. That's our job.
I enter the fray.
Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try. Perfect mayhem!
Gaze upon
What? Place the twin, slice them!
Oh, that was a terrible entrance, I don't know.
Take the side. Evacuate the side. Open the heaven. Let's go. Take the heaven. Tornado threat.
And a miss. Lovely. Ooh, that looks pretty. That's fair enough. I will periodically say the word pray. I will pray for your success, brother. I'm giant. I'm not giant at all. That was a lie. I'm fighting this giant monster. So it is attacking the local populace. Right out of order. Right. Swap her back in. She's the only person I know how to play as. I don't think the tiny hat actually suits this costume, which I hate to say. Oh, damn you! Oh, what a bastard! I had a moveset up and everything.
I enter the fray.
Yeah, but actually, burning a little bit. Die or be killed. Those are my only options. Sort of ironic, it takes him 10 minutes to do quickness as well. Oh, is he dead? Why is he standing on the ground? Who even was that? Where am I? What game am I playing right now? Oh, we're doing a lot better than we were earlier.
Healing circle! Here! Hold the
Knocks it out of me. Hey, moved out of the way. What bastard. I don't appreciate that at all. He's almost there. Right, he's going to finish this. He's made promises. He's not. Made a liar out of you. There we go. Devour. Everyone leveled up. Cool. Lovely. Wonderful.
I can't believe it. Is it really you? Velvet? What is this? How are you alive?
I could ask you the same question. Where have you been this whole time? You just up and disappeared. Everyone thinks that you were eaten by a demon.
How dare you?
But I knew it couldn't be true. You're too strong to let some crummy demon take you down.
Crummy?
You're alive.
Is this a hug? I don't understand.
Sorry, I didn't mean to embarrass you in front of your friends. I have to let everyone know the good news. You finally come back to us.
Nico's alive. She's alive.
Don't let your guard down. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Well, naturally, we've got a Reaper with us.
Let's head for Aball. We can ask everyone there exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Hello, Mini Coop. I've got everyone dressed in these silly costumes, and, like, I don't know if all these dramatic scenes make sense now.
Velvet, I have to ask. Are you sure that the other villagers died that day?
Well, it's not like I had time to check.
Got a quartz blade. Run away from this ogre. I want the gems though. Okay, I've got the gems. Let's get out of here. What's over there? No. Yeah, I'm not sure the little hat is working. Not a bow, John. No, we just decided not to do the hat. Oh, yes, I completely forgot about Fall Guy. I have played... That's great, I'll just keep the hat, it's fine. I'll try and play some of this stream. I know I said that last time and then played for 6 hours. But this game isn't... It's not going to do that. I was going to try and play with Luke at some point. But we've never been on at the same time. I think I've played a couple of times more, but I sneak them in. I never declare the streams. They always get played on other game streams. So you have to check every single stream to find out if I'm playing. It's not really a great system if anyone particularly wants me to play Fall Guys. But like, there's no reason to ever play for more than like half an hour. Right. Do I have... No, not that. Do I have one of these? No, I don't. Okay. I'll have to return here later. I think brother might be in the stream, but he's AFK because he's playing his own game. Let's find some birds.
Woo! It's a biggie!
There we go, lovely.
You're not hurt, are you?
No, I'm fine.
Alright, you know what? I want to be a pirate again. Much better. Where are we going? I don't remember this area being so big. Everyone's here. Everyone's decided to show up. I'm dressed like a pirate. I'm a pirate. That's totally what pirates look like. This is what happens to people who disagree. I could dress the entire rest of the team like pirates, but they were pirates earlier.
You wronged me! Here's your justice! Fight in order!
I just literally just got bored of the other clothing I was in. Went back to being a pirate.
Well, that about does it.
Right. I mean, it means I could bring back a parrot. Cats. I do have enough. I found the cats. Laughing glasses. Are they gonna have big fuzzy eyebrows and a fake nose? Okay, I can't see where they are. What's this? No, we're going to keep the hat, don't we? I'm looking for the laughing glasses. Oh no, they're glasses that look like that. Oh, they can't both have the flower in their hair. Okay. But so, no, we are done with the tiny hats, John. Fine. We'll inexplicably have fox ears or whatever they are. No, I've changed my mind. We're not having fox ears. What was I thinking? It's a terrible idea. We'll keep it the fox ears. I'm taking too long. Can we have the parrot? Fine, whatever. Hang on, take that off. Where's the parrot? It doesn't let the hair fit. Parrot! Okay, cool. All is right with the world. This does not appear to be the correct direction. Yeah, we just spent all our baubles, so we do need to collect more. I'm going to assume those bird noises are from my parrot. There's no other logical explanation. How are you, well-spoken rambler? How was your stream? That is too hot. I don't know why I attempted that. I guess over there. Do we have no? We got a walk button. Okay, we have a surfboard, but yes, unfortunately everyone had left before I did the raid, as it was just the raid of me. But the more I do it, the more likely I am to actually remember to keep doing it.
This can't be. After what I did, when he killed Laffy.
Velvet, are you alright?
Of course I'm all right. I know I'm right. I'm sure of it. This isn't how the village should be.
Well, let's stay calm and investigate.
I am calm. I'm fine. Really.
It didn't seem like that was someone else masquerading as this Nico girl.
But if she's the real thing, then something very unnatural is going on. You get me, Rokuro?
Yeah, we better keep an eye out.
Yes, you're right. I should spend 40 minutes on everyone else's fashion. No, that's awful. There we go. Could be a pirate as well with a tiny hat. I mean, he is a pirate, which I guess is why he always looks like a pirate. Fine. Every time, not the haircut, not the tiny hat even. That's kind of funny. Fine. Double pirate it is. I think you're probably going to stay like that. Oh yeah, that's what a repeat is. Let's go back to the keyboard. That's the original costume. What's the original hat? There was a reason why I was in the... okay, let's go with that. The reds go together. Nothing looks like... You look rubbish in basically everything else. Because your design already has too much stuff going on. Right, I'll keep it this costume. I like this costume, especially with the iPad. Can we fit the shades on as well? What if I do this? She can have cool shades. That. No, the cool shades is funnier in different costumes. Right, that'll do. That's fine. We've done this. We're finished with fashion. I will no longer be fashion. Oh, I found the thing. There we go. We got our surfboard back. Surfboard! Yay! Running around at the speed of sound. That's big. Oh, that looks big. Okay, no, I want the chest first.
Ooh, it's a biggie.
It is,
Now, rise, arise, ascending, angel! No escape! Crash through!
a little nervous.
I enter the fray. Good start.
Seize upon my fiery heel!
Good start. What?
Is it hot or is it just me?
Watch out.
Let's go! Die!
Walls of over!
Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem!
Walls of over! Rock swarm! Attack! Ice! Rolling serpent!
Frickin' move!
Burning down! Crimson serpent! Lightning!
We're about a quarter of the way down.
I enter the fray!
Is it hot or is it just me? Crossfire! Void fire!
Gateway! How's that? Gateway!
Enough waiting!
Die!
Is it hot or is it
Yeah, you keep saying that. Keep too attacked.
Rising Falcon! Is it hot or is it
No escape!
I really wish those big devastating moves hit a person.
Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem! I enter the fray! Gateway! I'm a cushion! Come on!
Doing quite well. We're going to survive this.
Gateway! I'm a cushion!
You have to actually get hits in there.
Die! I enter the fray! Gateway! You're wide open! Place the blitz! Place them! No escape!
Lovely. Okay.
That was tougher than I would have liked.
Super running. All those skill masteries. Lovely. Whatever that means. Whatever that means. Cool. Let me get the chest. A ring. We'll try that ring out when I find a store at some point. And remember? Yeah, unfortunately the surfboard requires a tiny bit of skilled control, which is more than I was willing to put into an RPG. Go this way. Got his chest. Some grape gel. It's not as good as blackcurrant gel. There's baubles in those. I'm so bad at driving this. Go in a straight line. Okay. To be fair, she's wearing heels, which I imagine makes her harder. Is that the town?
I don't think we have a chance.
I think we'll be fine. So I'll explain something about what I'm doing in combat. So next to all their faces, there are these diamonds. And if I have 3 diamonds lit up blue, I can get my claw out and do moves.
Nothing can stop these fists.
There we go. Sorry, we won too fast for me to explain properly. Right, let's save my game. Actually, before I save my game, I can explore up here. Not before I save my... I already saved my game. Before I go into the village, I mean...
Woo! It's a biggie!
Yes, so,
The light of virtue! The dark of vice! Joining chaos! Chaos blue!
I wish I knew how to do those moves. But the computer seems to know how to do it, so it is the 5th star, is how you do it, but you need to do a move before that and gain a star. You gain a star by using certain moves on certain enemies. It doesn't feel like an exact science. I'm sure it is, but there was pages and pages of text and I didn't read it.
Velvet! You're really all right.
And you're a pirate now.
Oh, thank heavens! It's so good to see you.
Where have you been all this time? You never even wrote!
But I don't. I thought the whole village was wiped out that day.
Yeah, it nearly was.
But just when we thought it was all over, Arthur, Lord Artorias saved us.
No, it was his doing in the first place. He sacrificed Lacphicet.
It really was a shame what happened to that poor boy.
That's all you have to say? A shame? My brother Laffy died
I'm sorry. Truly, I am. But you can't lose hope, dear.
He's right. What counts is that your brother's still alive.
He's alive.
He's in your house. Don't worry, we've all pitched in to take care of him.
I don't...
He was definitely murdered at the start of the game.
Velvet. Velvet. Let's go to your house and see.
Yeah, okay.
You're not turtles. Well, I've got an Alamalia. Well, I have 2. Cool, I have bought a random assortment of food. Oh, I shouldn't have bought anything new because there's already a bunch of new stuff here. Never mind. Let's put some magic up by loads. The Fury Piercer. Quartz Belt. Anomalia Ring. Spot. I don't know. There we go, that one. Ring. Shell ring? Sure. Take that bracelet and that pendant and that ring. That pose. We have a new doll. Oh, it's a much more damage as well. Cool. Super Granny tells you everything you need to know about this character. Really? Brevity free. Oh, yeah, here. Take that. Sure, why not? On this eye, lovely. Awesome. Let's dismantle everything we're not using. I probably don't want to dismantle the organic daggers. I don't know. He's clearly going to get better ones. But everything else I can. Ribbon. Oh, let's enhance everything. Blimey. That's well expensive. Didn't mean to do two there. So I don't really consider what stuff's good or not, but everything has a rarity attached to it, so I tend to just, for ages I was just not ever upgrading my weapons because nothing good was coming along, and I was like, oh, you have to get new stuff and then upgrade it and then you can dismantle, so I only ever look at rarity. Cool. Is it...
Luffy's alive?
What's wrong?
Well, that didn't break it.
Next time you suspect an illusory art, test out your theory on yourself.
You think we're all seeing an illusion?
It's possible. It wouldn't be the first time.
But an entire village? That shouldn't be possible. Shouldn't be, no.
How do we approach this? Try to break it apart at the seams somehow?
No. For now, we and our enemies share the same goal. Come on. Help me look for the Therian.
Sure.
I think I'll stick with Velvet.
I won't stop you.
Keep a close eye on her. I don't think she's entirely right in the head at the moment.
Yeah.
She keeps thinking there's parrots talking. Oh, there's the, No, I was gonna pick up a thing.
My home. It hasn't changed a bit.
We need to be careful, Velvet. Aizen thinks this could be a trap.
You think Nico and everyone are being controlled?
I don't know. It's just...
You ate Nico,
You
remember?
think it could be Melchior's doing. But even so... It's not going to work on me.
I don't know if that's ever been established, a
You're
way to
insane.
break illusions, but okay.
People can fight against pain, but...
I won't be deceived by this.
You'll open your wound!
Also, everyone should be like
Warm.
a couple of years older.
Luffy, you're really alive. Luffy?
He's been asleep. Ever since that day. I found him at the shrine. Collapsed on the ground. His wounds healed, but he's never woken up.
If he's still alive, that's all that matters. I'll find a way to wake you again, Laffy. I swear I will. We'll be together. I still have to thank you for this comb after all.
That explains why she gets her haircuts.
That's where Velvet's comb came from.
We were thinking the same thing.
Did Lord Artorius really try to sacrifice such a defenseless child?
What's wrong, Lacphicet? You don't look like your usual perky self. I'm okay. I'm just glad Velvet's all right.
What? Your name is Lacphicet too? What a weird coincidence!
Yeah.
Hey, sorry about all that, you guys.
Don't worry about it. What are we going to do now?
If it were me, I'd make Lacphicet something he really likes for dinner tonight. He can handle soup. Maybe he'll notice the smell of your cooking and it'll wake him up.
Yeah, maybe I should. Would you watch after him?
Doctors do that a lot, right? For comatose patients. Just cook on their favourite meals every day.
Beck and call.
Is there anything I can do to help too?
Yes, please. I'll need you to be my taste tester.
This isn't going to end well, is it?
I wonder if they've located the Therian.
Let's just leave that to them.
You're not curious?
Of course I am, but for right now, I want to stay close to Velvet. I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Same
Something
wavelength.
more important than finding the Therian?
Yeah. My stomach is twisted, and I've got a chill up my spine. I'm really scared.
Very well. I trust your feelings. We'll leave the Therian to Rokuro and Aizen, and stay with Velvet then.
Thanks, Eleanor.
Magilu, what will you do?
Whatever I feel like.
I shouldn't have asked.
Thanks anyway, Magilu. Are you sure you're doing the right thing?
In the end, whatever happens, happens. Wiser words never spoken, right?
All right, first I'm going to whip up my special quiche. And then I'll throw in tomato and egg soup. And some pudding.
I didn't even know your face had smile muscles.
Yes, indeed. Sorry, I got distracted. I was going to say special keep hype. But, somebody decided to be a dick to me. Fine, back there.
It's been a long time, hasn't it, Velvet? I wanted to apologize to you for ages now.
Look at this realistic man.
Apologize. What for?
That business with Arthur. Back then, I said he seemed like a fraud. I know you took it pretty hard, but if he wasn't there 3 years ago, our village would have been destroyed. I'm sorry I doubted him.
I didn't trust him then either. I only realized how amazing of a person he was when he saved all of our lives. I'm ashamed of myself. All this time we've been feeling terrible, thinking we may have driven you to leave the village. Please, forgive us.
That's not... I didn't...
Where have you been these past 3 years? It must have been tough living on your own, without any family to help you. Sorry.
Yeah, nobody's gotten older in 3 years.
But if you ever feel like talking, we're here for you.
I know we can't make up for all the pain we put you through, but if there's anything we can do, just ask. And if you like, you're always welcome to come back. The whole village would welcome you with open arms.
With arms wide open. That's not what you said, John. Under the sunlight. Stop singing. I couldn't remember the next line.
Velvet! It's been forever! Great to see you. You haven't changed a whit.
What do you mean by that?
Have you seen Nico yet?
I have.
She's as full of life as she always was, right?
She's definitely not dead.
Nothing's really changed much, has it?
I suppose not. By the way, how are Orthy and Russ doing?
Those pups haven't changed a whit either. They saw a guy with a big sword walking with a dour-eyed fellow in black. They freaked out and hightailed it.
That would be Rokuro and Aizen.
Those dogs are as cowardly as always.
So, what part of Velvet hasn't changed a whit?
She doesn't have any makeup on?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she does.
The coming of the Malachim are a gift from the Empyreans, a reward for our repentance and our renewed prayers. The Malachim are our blades against the demons, and the exorcists the hands that wield them. Humanity's hope.
You never change. Want me to take you home this time?
No! Don't treat me like I'm senile!
Okay.
Oh! It's you, Velvet. Be careful when fighting prickle boars.
If they charge you, punch them in the nose, right?
No! Throw sand in their eyes!
Sand in the eyes. Got it.
You finally started listening to me. You're 16. You've really grown.
Yeah.
16? But aren't you 19?
Leave her be.
Okay, so the game's confirmed that 3 years passed. We were in jail for 3 years.
Between the cold, the famine, and the demon blight, there were times I thought the world was done for. But over the past 3 years, I've stopped worrying.
I know we're overly reliant on Arthur and the Exorcists, but this village has changed. The Exorcists taught us that there are things the demons hate. We can't defeat them, but we can keep them away.
It's peaceful now. Exorcists stop by on patrol every now and then. We haven't had a case of demon blight since what happened to your sister was horrible. But you and Lacphicet should try to move on. Make the most of your lives.
I hope he wakes up soon.
I'm sure he will. Hey, could I get some eggs, milk, spinach, and tomatoes? And I'd love to know what cheese you'd recommend too.
You got it. And in celebration of your homecoming, I won't even charge. With you cooking up a feast like that, I'm sure Lacphicet will wake up straight away.
Thanks. I really appreciate it.
You're getting spinach? I can't really handle it myself.
You'll never grow up strong if you don't eat your spinach, young lady.
I've done just fine without it so far, thank you.
Oh, if you insist. I'll leave it out just this once.
Wow, Velvet. You must be special. Not many folks get to be friends with an exorcist.
I assume it's the parrot she's talking to.
The way you two bicker, I find that hard to believe.
Oh yeah. Do you have any prickle boar?
Oh, I'm sorry to say that I'm out at the moment.
That's fine. I'll hunt some up myself in the tranquil woods. Just like old times.
Actually, there haven't been any prickle boars there lately. You should try the Morgana Woods instead.
Okay, I'll do that. Thanks for the tip.
You don't like spinach, right, Eleanor?
Well, you know, I just... All right, it's true, but keep that between us, okay?
Velvet really seemed to be enjoying herself.
Vitally important spinach conversation.
And she can really pick out a nice balance of foods while making every gold count. She seems so cheerful and carefree.
That's the real Velvet. I'm sure of it.
Yes. An ordinary, dutiful, loving sister.
Oh no, the
I
worst
wish
word.
She could have stayed
Dutiful.
that way. She could have lived a happy life, surrounded by her friends.
Just plain Velvet Crow, sister to Lord Artorias.
And maybe not Lord Artorias, but just plain Arthur.
A happy, ordinary life for an ordinary girl, with a kind family and supportive friends.
Alrighty, to the Morgana Woods to hunt some prickle boars.
Yeah, sure.
This way? Servo game. Maybe I accidentally turned on Lovely Country Life Simulator. It's easy to accidentally do that. Is that where we're supposed to be? Yeah, it is. Has very similar graphics to Tales of Berseria.
We're looking for prickle boars. Keep your eyes on the thickets.
We will need to be extremely wary.
How is everyone? Oh, we're being very quiet. What an exciting Saturday.
Right? Right?
Yeah, we won. Stay away from me, ogres. I'm trying to... Like this pig. Stop running away, pig!
I'll finish this now.
I won.
Not even worth my time.
Was? What the fuck are you talking about? We're trying to make a meal.
This is hunting?
We keep this up and who knows how many we'll bring home.
Oh, I see. We're not done yet. Go, magic pig. Take me to the prickle ball. Excuse me, coming through, don't mind me.
Not even worth my time.
Is it the wrong place?
It's a big one! I
want to fight you. Leave me alone. Would have been faster just to fight them. Right, up here we go. So many baubles. I collected some of them. It's quite hard to do it while riding this pig. Little pig, let me in.
They were nothing. Okay, this should be enough. Huh? What's wrong?
Nothing. I just feel a little sorry for them is all.
I hear you. These prickle boars might have all been family. People can be so heartless.
I mean, they definitely were.
Yeah.
That's how
I'd forgotten this feeling.
animals
But
work.
what can you do? At the end of the day, we have to eat just as much as they do.
Yes. What can you do in this situation, indeed?
Yes.
Luffy's waiting for us. We should run on home now.
Luffy.
And let's do some cooking. I've got my cooking score up. There we go. It's right here. Can auto cook. Takoyaki. No, we can only do that one time. Oh, we need some twin shark. Yeah, Berserker's palmier. That's a pretty new recipe. Oh wow, I did not know the rest of them could cook. Huh. Let's teach Eleanor how to cook. Get rid of that fatigue. I hate fatigue.
It's done. Time to eat, everyone.
Not this way. Right, let's try the other route. Walking around at the speed of sound. Yes, sorry, I was just thinking of the little project I'm working on.
Shopping, hunting, laughing with friends. That was how our life used to be, wasn't it?
Yes. It reminds me of my own past.
Huh? But wasn't your village... I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. The happy times I shared with my family, I still treasure those memories. And even after the attack, I've still been able to find happiness. Eating a good meal, making new friends.
And falling in love?
Yes, falling in...
Love?
Look what you made me say, Bienfu!
There's nothing to be ashamed of. Most every girl's happiest memories are of her first love, after all. Don't you think there was someone special out there Velvet had feelings for? A first love? Do you really think so?
That's enough of that talk, Bienfu. You sound like an old man.
No! I'm only 150 years old and already being treated like an old man!
But still, I would like to meet the guy Velvet first fell for.
I wouldn't.
I see. You're a guy.
Anime. Yes. It's been a weird episode. Magalu's been quieter than usual as well. There's always the implication that Magalu knows a lot more than she lets on. And that she's secretly a lot older than she looks. Let's see if I... Did I just save my game? I did, didn't I?
Heard the news about your brother. I'm happy for you.
So, what's your plan now?
You guys are snooping around the village.
Yeah.
That's why we came.
Wanted to check out that shrine too, but we got stopped. Apparently, the Abbey's designated it off-limits. If there's a Therian around, it's probably there.
Oh yeah, the
I'm going to
reason we
draw it
came.
out. If this is a trap, things may turn violent. Either way, this place is about to get a lot less tranquil.
The same as everywhere else I've been.
You can quit here if you like, but I'm going to keep on fighting the Abbey.
And if I try to stop you, you'll insist, I presume.
Velvet, no!
I'll give you 1 day. Once you've made up your mind, come meet me at the Cape.
I'm with him. How tomorrow shakes out depends on what you decide, Velvet.
Your hand. It's...
As you can see, I'm a demon. 3 years ago, I was the one who attacked this village and...
I don't want to hear it! Demon, or no demon, you're still you! Okay, so you're scary! I'll get used to it.
I should have probably known that you were coming back, because that's an actor I know the voice of.
I promise. I'll keep it a secret. Let's just live here in the village like we used to, okay?
Specifically, this is the voice of somebody from Persona 5.
You, me, and everyone else.
I've forgotten her name.
Nico.
Not Nico.
That was rather good, Velvet.
Yeah. Lacphicet gets a gold star for being such a good taste tester, too.
Tomorrow, I'll fix you up a nice stew.
Hey, is this
The overly detailed book.
the original copy of the book on Enominat? And all the pages are here. Velvet.
Hey, Fee. Can I borrow your compass real quick? I'll give it right back. Please?
All right.
He keeps it in his
really
back
wanted
pocket.
a compass more than anything else. Just like you, he loved to stare out at the sea, wondering what's on the other side. He wanted to go adventuring someday.
Oh, your face.
I didn't know that.
I bet once he wakes up, you two will be really good friends.
He's not waking up.
So, this is what your life used to be like before everything happened, huh?
What's gotten into you? Maybe I made the pudding a little too sweet.
You can't taste.
Velvet, how do you know what it tastes like?
Ah, I remember plot points.
I think I'll get myself some shut-eye.
But what are you going to do about tomorrow?
Magilu, are there arts that let the caster manipulate dreams?
Huh? Dreams? Why?
There is, yes, an art that requires a certain type of Moloch. It envelops you in a fog and reads your regrets, then traps you in a happy dream.
An art that reads your regrets and shows you happiness. I'm going to the Cape.
Now? What on earth's gotten into you?
Velvet.
No, it's not real.
Velvet!
We literally just established it's not real.
Stay here. Stay with me.
This is Fee's compass. I'm sorry, Laffy.
No, don't. Wait. Velvet, wait. Don't leave me here.
It's fine. The town said they were looking after him. It's fine.
Fog!
Yeah, special keys recipe.
We're going to the Cape Shrine. It's time to drag out the Therian.
There we go. I think I did that pretty well. I think the trick to doing that is always to take slightly too long. Like, I've seen games like put the barest minimum amount of effort into establishing a fake reality, and to like what that was like an hour, 10 minutes, yeah, before the turnaround. Although I did have a bunch of people go, got a bad feeling about this.
Velvet!
There you are.
Velvet, you have to stop your friends.
You're the villain, aren't you?
They keep saying they're going to the Cape, and they just won't listen.
The Abbey's forbidden anyone from going inside. We'll all be punished if anyone breaks the rules.
I hate to say it, Nico, but I think I'm a terrible person. I really thought I could have my old life back again, and I could forget everything else. I tried to act like I was doing it for Laffy, but it was all for myself. But I can't forget. I shouldn't forget. Laffy is dead. He was murdered without even knowing why. I will never forgive that. Ever! So get out of my way. If you don't, I'll devour you again!
Velvet. Why?
Why must you do this?
It was birds all the way down. No, don't make me fight birds.
A feather meat surprise. I didn't think you'd actually tough it out. What are you talking about? Focus on the monsters, sweetie pie. Now, rise, arise, ascend.
That's a Magaloo probably never saw the village.
Here's true.
What did we? Hang on, but the illusion had. Oh no, because it was fake food, wasn't it? Dream food. We've got a lovely ribbon.
This way! The shrine's through these woods!
Hey, mind telling me what the hell's going on?
It's a trap. Trap, trap, trap. Our enemy spun an illusion based on Velvet's dreams.
That's a nasty little art.
But Velvet saw through it all?
She did. But even if it's all a dream, such brutality on her part.
Velvet's always been our brutal poodle. But to shake off the dream by herself, now that's something.
Now those are two words I did not think rhymed.
Reality is demarcated solely by one's own heart. What? I'm saying she's wowie zowie cool beans. Come on, we gotta hurry.
Wowie zowie. So I frequently, there's a button I like to press. Specifically, it happens a lot in this game. This button here.
I know writers who use subtext, and they're all cowards.
Specifically Magaloo, because Magaloo likes to say after the end of conversations what the conversation was actually about, and it's like, next game. The only reason that I bring this up.
Dream. Hell, even if it wasn't, I won't turn back.
Is that they left something. I mean, I might be speaking too soon, or I might have misinterpreted it. They did actually leave something to subtext. Which is the relationship between Velvet and Nico. I'm basing that on the conversation at the start of the game, and on the conversation they had. Oh, it just died. Where they had about first loves. There isn't. Like, at the start of the game, there was no, like, love interest established. But Nico and her did have a conversation about that.
One down.
Okay, I'm taking out a subtext.
I refuse to fall here.
So on Wycliffe. Go. I can use this. Let's get in our room because it has a light on.
We will need to be extremely wary.
A complete victory!
What happened to my teams? Why are you both subbed?
Scout ship.
No, hang on. Can I change the formation? Strategy? No. How do I change the formation? There we go. Okay, you and you.
You know what you're getting into?
Yeah, sure. I wanted to break that rock. Cerberus.
Berseria!
Bad dog. Good office.
I know you. You're Nico's dog.
Oh.
You wronged me! Here's your justice! Fight in order! Clear way!
That's some nice reincorporation.
I enter the fray. Shooting star. Armor crusher. Jade way.
This is anime though, so once you beat everything up, everything gets better.
Die! Jade way. Shooting star. Die! For 3. Jade way. What? For 4. Jade way. Double haste. Jade way.
Is it her or is it just me?
Elegant.
Leave it to me!
Sorry, I was just thinking.
Fire!
Bad doggo.
Sorry, pups. You're coming with me.
Velvet!
It's okay. I killed their owner. I deserve all their hate. And then some. But not now. Understand? Once I get my revenge, you can tear me apart if you like. I promise. Until then, I'll need your help.
Oh.
Guess the art finally evaporated.
The book. It disappeared.
What book?
I found a copy of the ancient book with every page still intact. It was in Velvet's house.
Artorias' book!
The real one might still be there. We should go back to Velvet's house to search for it.
This is where Lacphicet died. Where the spell was cast. Also, there appears to be a side quest right over there. Let's go do that side quest. I like this broom, but I wish it wasn't like a paintbrush. What's up with this? This looks scary.
Ooh, it's a big
Them bones. It's a spooky, scary skeleton. Trembles up my spine.
Arise! Ascending! Angel! No escape!
Oh, it seems to have a lot of health. Be a true test of my abilities. Who designed? It's not just a skeleton. It's in a gooey skin. Doing a weird call. I don't like it.
Dark despair, temple of beacon of hope! Die! I'll tell you! Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try! Perfect mayhem! Eat it!
We're going to be in this fight for a while.
Quickness! I am the prey! Go
Leave this to me!
We have to hit the actual enemy behind me. Almost halfway.
I'll finish this! Jade Wave! Protect the pain and move! Double haze! Pull three! Quickness! Escape from defeat!
Don't like those instant death moves.
Leave this to me! Enough waiting!
Run. Oh no, I'm out of life bottles. Somehow my person came back to life. That interesting. How did that happen? Stop being tyrannized. Yeah, I don't like a move that takes me down to 1 health. Because that fake village sold me a bunch of items I bought though. What I want.
Refuse to fall here.
That was one hell of an illusion. I have to admire the skill that went into its construction.
The caster probably has a tethered Moloch with a unique power on the same level as my Reaper's curse. I can think of one person who would lay such a wicked trap.
Still, we may have a new clue to the nature of Innominat. You found Innominat's book, right, Lacphicet?
Yeah, in Velvet's house.
Then let's hurry to Velvet's house.
Say that again. Well, that's where I want to be. Not really much of a shortcut.
Are we ready for this?
Are you ready for this?
Leave this to me!
I enter the fray.
Alright, it was fast.
Hey, is everyone alright?
The Village of Longing. Oh, it must be south. Yeah, it is.
There's nobody here.
This is reality.
I mean, perfectly good village for a bunch of people, you know, what's it called? When the people that you go into a house that you don't own? Squatters, yeah, squatters' rights. Somebody should claim this place.
It's empty.
No surprise there. Artorias is too thorough to overlook something like that.
If only I'd showed it to you as soon as I found it.
Don't beat yourself up over it. We wouldn't have been able to read it without Grimoire anyhow. It was just a dream. All of it.
This was your room, wasn't it? You can knit?
I was trying to learn. Nico said she'd teach me how as a thank you for giving her my quiche recipe. We wanted to finish a set of scarves for the winter.
Velvet.
Forget about it. I don't need to knit anymore.
I don't need to knit anymore. That is the quote of the game. We've moved past knitting now.
Check out all these complicated-looking books.
A hand-drawn map!
Nice. It's incomplete, but seems quite detailed.
It's beautiful.
My brother drew it every day. Even when his fever got too strong for him to read a book, he'd stare at that map for hours.
Lacphicet, he wanted to travel the world?
Yes, it was his dream. I never understood what made him want to do something so dangerous. But I'm living his dream now. It's ironic, isn't it?
Don't you think?
Those are the graves of my sister and her son. He died before he was even born.
They're in rough shape. We should lay some flowers.
Don't bother. There's no point.
A keen insight. Eating one would be cruel enough, but plucking an innocent flower just to offer it as decoration for some memorial. That's not even a sacrifice, just a cruelty devoid of all purpose.
Melchior!
As obtuse as ever.
I take it you're the one behind the dream fog.
You know Melchior.
I must say, you did well to break through such resolve. If you weren't a Therian, I'd be tempted to take you under my wing.
Did you come here to flatter me?
Everyone's got a rival, and I didn't consider what hers would be.
I was already in the neighborhood to retrieve this book.
I'll be taking that.
This book was compiled by my dear friend, who was also Artorius' mentor and predecessor as head of the Exorcists. It contains the hopes and dreams left by a noble soul who gave his life for the world that grieved him. It is not for a tainted demon to touch.
Like we need your
Can
permission.
I pause in the middle of this conversation? No, we'll just skip a line, won't it? Oh, that's what you really look like. Oh no, that's your Malak, Kim?
Look who obeyed me for one.
Demon, I guess.
Is that... You didn't!
Be patient. You'll know everything before long. What we seek is the realization of a perfect order, as tranquil and beautiful as a wildflower in bloom.
A perfect order?
Are we the goodies?
Let's go. There's nothing left for us here.
You know, there's been something I've been meaning to do for ages. Which is to look, to watch the video again at the start. Now we have a little bit more insight. Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, it's why she's been quiet all this time, because she knows it's Melchior.
Look, it's the Book of Enominat.
What's it doing there? Wait, that's one of Arthur's.
Actually, it's a copy that Lacphicet made.
Lacphicet made a copy
of the book. He transcribed it all by hand, and then he sold it, just to buy me that comb.
There was something here for us after all.
Yay!
Laffy.
If that's the complete manuscript, we might be able to unravel Enominat's secrets.
We'll have to show it to Grimoire.
Pulling one over on the old man, are you? Never a dull moment with Lady Calamity around.
Yeah, so Magalu joined us, like in the same way at Red 13, not Red 13, Ketchy from Final Fantasy 7. She just sort of hangs around the team until we accept she's with us and doesn't do anything for ages.
We're going back to Titania.
But yeah, it's pretty obvious reasonably early on that there's more to her. Yes, I'm going to go back to the menu if I can figure out how to do that. Title screen, there we go. Right, I'm just going to turn the sound off the game. The reason I'm going to do that is because if I broadcast this with sound, then it'll get muted in the VOD. So I'm going to watch this silently and talk over it so I can put the sound on post. Because I want to see what this shows us. Now we have a lot more context. But there's some pretty cool music playing, unfortunately you can't hear. It's like that. It's pretty happening music. Right. So Sound of Demon. Establishing the goodies. Okay, so like his rival's obvious. He's been looking for Pirate Captain the entire game, which we have not seen. Obviously her rival is Arthur. So Sarah's died right at the start of the game. There's Arthur. There's 4 of them. Yeah, who are you? We only see him for a bit. She gets a surfboard as well. Because we've had this scene already. Oh, the rock is cooled down for a little bit, and now it's gone for car music. Yeah, so we have... let's see if I can remember the names. Oh, no, that makes sense. Yes. Okay, we'll load our game. And now I'll turn the music back on. It's a great time to do that because there's no sound right now. Right, let's continue our game. So I believe. Okay, so Velvet obviously she has everyone's her important rival to Velvet, but obviously Artorias. Lacphicet has Inominat because they're both the Malachim and all that. So that makes sense. That's why they're the most they're the 2 most important characters. So I'm pretty sure Magalu's rival is Melchior because they've pretty sure they know each other. And now there's 3 lieutenants left. I mean, one of them's Rokuro's brother, Ofune, I think it's called, something like that. So I don't know, because like I assumed Aizen would be fighting as captain because like there's no reason. It's a game where you fight people, right? So like they're not going to introduce somebody at the end of the game and not have us fight him. What is this? Final Fantasy 2 and 4 that do that, and it's really annoying. Just like but there's 2 people left, and like yeah, it makes sense that Eleanor would fight probably. There's 2 siblings. There's 2 Abby siblings, a sister and a brother, and obviously the sister. But like he has nothing to do with the brother, as far as I know. But yeah, that's interesting. Anyway. Let's leave this place. Can we teleport? We might be able to. Oh, there's another Megaloo performance, Tailspin. And we have to go there for Therian Hunter anyway. So that'll be Tailspin. Let's see if we can teleport there. Oh, we're in a dungeon apparently. Oh, never mind, there is a boss.
That horned monster.
He was with Melchior.
Oh, is that the captain?
He wasn't a Moloch though, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a demon. But why would the Abbey be working with a demon?
He could be a Therian, maybe. I mean, there was Medusa and Kamoana.
No, I don't think so.
That's gotta be the captain then.
Therians behind barriers and bound to Earth pulse points. A Therian can't send malevolence to Inominat while walking freely.
Oh, hang on.
That's correct. And besides, Orthrus was already here.
In any case, now we know Melchior has a mean-looking bodyguard in addition to his illusions. It'll take quite a lot to stop him.
Yeah, that's good.
Aye. That's a fact.
Because they've already introduced another character as well. And he was in the anime cutscene, wasn't he? Or was it you? Did I die last time? Oh yeah, this skunk killed the fuck out of me. Yeah, I remember. But we're stronger now. Why is this tiny local animal so strong? Okay, so somebody has a resurrection spell because... I'm assuming it's Magaloo bringing everyone back to life. I appreciate it. We're third down. I'm guessing we don't have a great setup against these characters.
No, I can't go here. Dark despair, kindle a beacon of hope.
Hope this works. Atlas split. Water mine.
Don't let Magaloo die then. Oh yeah. Stop beating us up, skunk.
Painful to see.
I know it's you doing it.
But I can't feel the pain.
Cool.
For three. No escape. You're wide open.
Everything. Oh, we look. Get it.
here.
Kindle a beacon of hope!
Clear light! Invigorate us!
How could I be so Oh, what in the world?
Is that surfboard?
I can heal the wounded!
Oh god, I need you to not be paralyzed.
I can heal the wounds, but I can't. Oh, what in the world?
I come, Gateway! What? For four! Gateway!
How did this happen?
A shameful defeat.
I can't believe this.
Good.
Come on, stop being paralyzed. Cheeky bastard.
How could I be so weak?
Crash through him!
Yes.
Dark despair, kindle a beacon of hope!
Stay away from me, Skunk! Just lulled you into a false sense of security. Haha! Nah, look, quite a lot of people did.
All here.
Yeah, quite a lot of us were dead at the time. Still, we beat it. Expedition has returned.
I knew this would be big.
Yeah.
What a treasure!
A bone mask. Got another class. I don't know what that means, but don't have enough. Cruelty. Should probably sleep. Save our game. I won't let me walk. Probably because there's a conversation along the way.
Eleanor, there's something I have to ask.
What is it?
Did you leak our plans to the Abbey?
Eleanor hasn't done anything like that.
Then how do you explain Melchior and his illusions already waiting for us when we got to Aball?
I promised you that I would work together with you until I found the truth for myself. I'm not up to any tricks. It's far too late for that now.
Exactly what a guilty party would say.
If anyone's suspicious here, I'd say it's you, Magilu.
No tricks. I don't even know what a trick is.
Enough. If Eleanor was leaking information, then Titania would surely be under attack by now.
Right. I'm sure the Abbey would love to have those Therians back.
But the enemy was in that village waiting in ambush.
The Abbey isn't foolish. They figured out by now that we're rounding up the Therians. They'll have left traps for us with each remaining one. It's the obvious move.
All right. If that's how you see it, I'll stand down.
So you trust me then?
No. I'm saying that anything the Abbey tries, I'll be ready for it.
Oh, such a brave, determined soul.
Eleanor, does the Abbey possess an art that can control demons?
Not that I've ever heard of. Besides, if they could control demons, there'd be no need to resurrect Inominon, would there?
Can't argue with that.
But Melchior was obviously in control of that demon. How did he manage that?
You can't tether them like a Moloch, and Melchior wasn't using oaths or mana to compel him. No, this was something more like mind control.
Mind control?
Let's say you know your
Mind
target's
control.
innermost desires. You simply conjure the right illusion. Show them what would push their buttons in just the right way.
Ah, if you can create an illusion of something someone really wants, you can control them.
Exactly. You can force a powerful burden upon your target's psyche. Until their spirit breaks, that is.
What happens when they break?
Depends on the target. They might become an empty shell, they might go wild with desire. Eeny teeny spiny crow.
You sure know a lot about this.
Now that you put it that way, why would I know so much about it? What if someone is controlling me, making me say these very words? How horrifying!
I believe I'll take your words with a grain of salt.
Listen, Eleanor really isn't spying on us. I was with her almost every minute, and when I wasn't, Velvet was watching her. And she's a woman who keeps her promises. She wouldn't lie to...
Lacphicet.
We understand, Lacphicet. It's Eleanor. If she were lying to herself to somehow keep spying on us, the guilt would fill her with malevolence.
I see. You're right. The fact that I haven't turned into a dragon proves that.
Thank you. Both of you.
I didn't think you were giving them information intentionally.
But there are illusionists like Melchior out there. That means we can't rule out someone recording your thoughts in secret.
I don't think we need to worry about that either. Not with you and Lacphicet always near.
Now that that's settled, it's time for you all to testify to my innocence.
That could be difficult.
What?
Well, okay. Why don't you start off by telling us all about the time you sold us out to Teresa back in Helives?
Oh, why bring up that old yam? You're a very vindictive man, do you know that?
You're just figuring that out? Well, there's your proof at least. You wouldn't make much of a spy.
She really wouldn't.
Hey, that's not what I meant! You were mean!
Let's go through. Oh, so many exclamation marks.
Woohoo! My sister's making us prickleboard meatballs for dinner tonight! Hey! What did I tell you about bothering travelers? Sorry about that. He's totally obsessed with food. That's all right. Prickleboard meatballs, huh? Sounds delicious. They're really super tasty, but Sis says that they used to taste even better. Why's that? We used to get deliveries of fresh, delicious prickleboar meat from the nearby village of Aball. But in the Advent 3 years ago, demons attacked the village, and now it's gone.
Ooh.
It's such
Congrats,
a tragedy.
brother!
If they only could have held out for just one more day, I'm sure Lord Artorias would have saved them.
Artorias. Right.
So what's your plans now? Oh, yes. While you're looking, presumably at the screen, I added a new feature. So now I can do this. I can tell people where my YouTube and Twitch channels are. Also, I renamed my YouTube channel to reflect that. I mean, there's people that can complete it in 6 hours, but like obviously those people have probably spent well over, you know, you get that fast by spending a lot of time in the game. What I'm getting at. I'm a pirate now. do I get down? And a witch, presumably. Oh, that reminds me, I need to go to the shop. Right, you know what? I'm going to stop being a pirate for a brief second. No. Going to be the maid again. It means I have to lose the power. I do like a tiny hat. I mean, there's no point. She's got a sword in her arm. Oh, that is an ostentatious ribbon. Tiny hat. Return of the tiny hat. Okay, we're returning to the tiny hat. So, thankfully, because I'm playing Sea of Thieves with Simon, that decided it can install on my other drive. But everything else installs on C, the drive that has no space. It's really annoying. So I have to make sure I finish those games.
Our town decided to make a new holiday marking the day that Lord Artorias became the Shepherd. 3 years ago, when the Malachim appeared on the Advent, Taliesin was the first town that Lord Artorias saved. We hold great pride at being the city where humanity first struck back against the demons.
That explains why you'd celebrate his ascension, but wasn't Aball closer to his heart?
You may be right about that. Not being able to save Aball was a terrible agony for Lord Artorias. Even though he killed the demons that destroyed the village, he couldn't bring back the lives that had been lost. If Lord Artorias had gone to Aball first,
I tried it really hard. It's really weird. It just changes the drive back.
That befell Aball. That's the other purpose of this holiday. Remembrance.
That's right. Lives lost can never be brought back.
So, speaking of words like that, so I've been going through the Fatal Frame footage, the footage of the Fatal Frame, and of course the first game, the bad thing that happened that we'll repeat is the Calamity. In the second game, okay, no, I had this. Let me think. The first game, it's the Calamity. Oh fuck! Damn it, John. Think, John. Oh, hang on. No, it's going to annoy me too much. Give me a second. Won't take me long. Okay, in the first game it was the Calamity, in the second game it was the Repentance, and in the third game it's the Unleashing. And I think the Unleashing is the least interesting name. Oh no, something bad's gonna happen. What's it called? The Unleashing. But the fourth game, and this might be because they had to translate it, is The Day Without Suffering, and that's a really good, intimidating name for a bad thing to happen. What's going to happen on the day without suffering? Obviously, everyone's going to die. That's the point of that. I like, as a term, it's a cool term. As, like, you know, RPG sense, Seymour Guado deciding to murder everyone on the planet because that's how one achieves peace. It's stupid as fuck. But, like, as, like, the title of a thing that when that happens, it happens, it's great.
Excuse me. My partner and I here would like to put on a comedy show if it's possible.
We would.
Not often you run into someone with a real fire in their eyes. All right, show me what you got.
With pleasure.
Eleanor, I'm impressed. I didn't know you had this sort of initiative.
You just have to do what you have to do, right? Besides, if we pull this off, it could be our chance to get closer to Modulu.
Did you say Modulu? I haven't seen her recently, but she seems to be making a name for herself in Logris.
Yeah, her dances are really beautiful. Do you know her?
I do. Her and her teacher, Valta.
Indeed.
Now, I'm not saying Modulu isn't great, But Valta was utterly sublime.
Oh yes, I was talking to somebody the other day.
About him pushing Modulus so much, to be honest.
This conversation's not important. I can just talk over it.
Compromise in his
So,
eyes.
if you think of the plots of Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9.
Did you memorize the script?
Of course I did. And I won't tolerate any slip-ups from
Okay,
you
I'll have to
either.
wait for this conversation to pass.
Hearing that just makes me more motivated. Well, let's get going. We've got a show to put on.
They've got a show to put on, so we'll wait for the show. This is a side quest.
Hi there! Thanks for having us again! The Bienfu Keepers! Magic Azam!
Whoa, back it up. Again? If we're supposed to be regulars here, then why does everyone look like they've never heard of Bienfu? And what's with this Magic Azam stuff? Is that some kind of spell?
Gosh, it's really been getting cold here lately.
Are you just going to ignore my questions?
What does it matter? Aren't you too cold to worry about things like that? Does this feel summery to you?
I can be cold and ask you questions at the same time. Actually, it is rather cold.
See? I said it was cold. In fact, I've been so cold lately, I even set fire to my clothes.
Isn't that going too far?
No, that's how cold I was. In fact, that wasn't enough, so I set the house on fire.
I'm not sure what's going on right now.
Your house? Why would you do that?
Oh, don't worry. It doesn't bother me at all. And who said it was my house? The one I set on fire was yours.
That's a crime, you know.
Huh? What's wrong? That's not in the script.
Arson is a serious crime.
Well, yes, but...
In the script, the punchline was supposed to be, but when I saw how much it would cost to replace them, I got the chills.
Yeah, but I got into the moment and thought I could ad-lib something better.
You're advocating something morally abhorrent. Change it back.
What's the big deal? You're getting worked up over a joke.
Crime is not a joke. Even speaking as a normal citizen, I can't condone speech that promotes such a horrifically antisocial act.
This is happening now.
Oh, now you've got me all mad. I give up. For good.
No, it's bad.
I said I give up. For good.
No, it's bad.
Right, where was I?
Deepest apologies for putting on an act about something so terrible today, sir.
Well, the whole thing was meant to be about morals anyway, so how did we do?
Can I just ask you one question? Are you for real?
Yes, I am.
I should have known.
Oh, hang on. We got some new Magalu. Cool. It's just the standard outfit, right? But we've... Hang on. Hat the style. Ooh, cool. Oh, hang on. It's just that without that. Okay. I mean, I guess it's still more clothing than the pirate outfit, but still. I don't know. No, I'm just going to keep the pirate outfit, but I like that we can have the normal hair now. Right, what was I saying? I won't talk to him yet. So yes, are you still there, brother? After the comedy session. What am I doing? Can't all be pirates. Mustache. There we go. Right. Okay, so if you think about the stories of specifically Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 8, Final Fantasy 9, the main villain is an enemy from without. So Sephiroth, you know, there is a bad person he's invading, Sephiroth. Specifically, it's Jenova, Calamity from the skies, an unknowable evil, destruction, a power without personality. And I mentioned this before, because specifically with 7 you have Weapon, which is it's a kaiju, and Godzilla's about the nuclear bomb, but Godzilla 2000 is actually about nuclear energy, which is literally the factories in Final Fantasy 7. But like Jenova, the whole point of Jenova is like a massive world-ending power with like no reason behind it, and it's an invading force. Final Fantasy 8 Ultimecia is an invading force, sort of, because obviously, you know, she takes over the leader of a nation, but and she seeks to end everything. In Final Fantasy 9, you've got Necron, who turns out from fucking nowhere and goes, haha, I'm just the concept of death. And you're like, who are you? And it's like, because you're both Shinigami, and there's the two worlds that have the souls flowing through them, which is literally the plot to Tales of Symphonia as well, using the Yggdrasil. Anyway, that character exists in Final Fantasy IX. That's Seymour. Seymour wishes to destroy everything, but he's not the villain of Final Fantasy X. The real villain of Final Fantasy X is Yu Yevon, which is the name of the religion. And like the real twist in that game is when you go to tell Maester Micah what's going on, and Maester Micah is like, I know, I'm also dead. And it's like, wait, what? Everyone's in on it. Yeah, it's like, yeah, the whole point of 10 is you're perpetuating the cycle, but you have to break it. You've got to fight Unalesca. Like, the danger doesn't come from without anymore, it comes from within. Final Fantasy 12 is all about, like, you've got Vayne Solidor, who's going to take over the world doing an invading army thing, but they've already won, and like the whole point of a lot of the plot is it's sort of easier to just let that empire have it, because at least the wars will end. But and that's kind of controversial because you keep fighting. Like, you're not supposed to really support that idea, but you can see why Gabranth would. But the real plot isn't really about that. It's about the Ocuria. It's about the gods above puppeteering things around. And both Vayne and not Bash, I've forgotten her name, the main character, have like a nuke basically that they can use because the gods give them, and the whole point is to not use it because fuck the gods, and like because it's about wresting control. Like the baddie is right to try and get out of this situation, and Final Fantasy 13 has literally the same plot, but for some reason it's 10 times more confusing, where it's like the evil emperor isn't really an emperor, he's just the god controlling things, and like the would-be villains do fuck all in Final Fantasy 13. Vosh, whatever his name is, and Jill. Like the evil comes from, it's Orphan is the real villain. It's the god, like the evil comes from within. It's now like nobody realistically expects countries to be invaded anymore. I mean, or to be attacked. The real evil, when you talk about like games, now comes from the fact that your government is what's causing like pain and suffering in your local area, and I enjoy that Final Fantasies have subtly changed to reflect that. Like, even if you think of the really earlier ones, when they first introduced kings, like Final Fantasy 1, it's the king who gives you a mission, and then the kings start to be like accidentally evil. They're not evil until 6, I think. Yeah, 6. 6 explicitly has an evil king who even tricks you, and then Kefka goes, haha, I'm a clown. But like, all the ones from before, I like, so Final Fantasy 5 has nice kings again, because the story's a bit basic. Final Fantasy 4, the king is like under hypnotism, and the real villain is from space. And 3 just straight up has like an evil dude sitting in a castle. But it is an invader. But like, it's just, that's what I was thinking about that recently. Mainly because I was playing Final Fantasy 13 and I was like, this is the same plot as 12. Everyone always complains that 12 is unfinished, but like, 13 does less with that plot than 12 does. 12 has like loads of political intrigue in it. Also, 12 has the best Cid. It's got Cid going, oh yes, oh, what's this? A challenge? Yes, of course. Wonderful. And you think he's talking to himself, but he's actually talking to Vana the entire time.
Wow. The weather's just swell. It's something I've said every day for 3 months now.
Huh? But wasn't there just a heavy fog?
Nope. Never seen a wisp of fog in this village. It's been sunny so long, I think I might dry up.
That means that fog was just another of Melchior's illusions.
Seems that way.
Oh, that's interesting. So, I've gotten to the point in 13 where, like, Lightning's realised that she can't just, like, fight. She, like, caring for things is important. And Hope's like, what the fuck? You gave me a dagger and told me to fight. It's like, no, you're Hope. Don't you see, Hope? that's why you're called Hope. And it's like, no, I'm called Hope because my mum called me Hope, who's dead. Snow killed her. And they've just introduced, I don't have enough. The not the cavalry, the human villains who chase us throughout the entire game. But like, yeah, chapter 6 and 7 were a lot shorter than chapter 5. Fucking ages in chapter 5, and it's all the same. Like, you go up like 13 floors and they all look identical. And then Final Fantasy, chapter 6 is like a lovely forest. And I'm like, oh, this is nice. Would have loved some of this forest in chapter 5. But yes, I mean, a lot of Final Fantasy 13 leans on the mystery, and I'm going in knowing the entire mystery. Like, oh, Vanille was there when Dash, whatever his name is, gets turned into a Lassie, and of course I know what a Falcon and a Lassie is now. So like a lot of that started game going, what the fuck is that talking about? What's a Falcon? What's a Lassie? What's a Seath? Why do you use the same words for 3 different concepts? Yes. Well, like, because 10 is explicitly told halfway through the story, right? 10's story doesn't technically start until you're like 50 hours in, because you've got to catch up to his narration. But yes, yeah. Look at this pirate.
There's one of them off-limit Class 4 islands that folks call Serpent Isle. Place has been overrun with snakes.
Serpent Isle, that's where...
I hate the things.
Avatar?
Like hell to me.
Ultima.
There's a woman who actually lives there.
Whatever for?
Ultima.
Why would anyone want to live in a place like that?
I know. It's mighty strange. Place supposedly is crawling with demons, too. Last time I was in the area, I checked it out. Kept my distance, of course. Used me spyglass.
And? Was she there?
Aye, she was. Except she looked like a snake herself. I mean, she was human up top, but her face was a weird color, and her lower half was all slithery and wiggly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Ugh. Creeped me out.
A snake woman, huh?
Even worse, looked like you couldn't swing a cat without hitting a snake. Just the thought of it keeps me awake at night.
You should have a stiff drink and get some sleep before you pass out on deck. I'll tell Benwick to give you an extra ration.
Wow. Thanks a lot, First Mate. I appreciate it. I ought to pester him for some of that aged reserve he keeps hidden away.
I thought I could anyway. That's a cat. Got everything I want there. Right. I will... No, you know what? I almost forgot to buy something. I said I was going to go to a shop and then I never went to one. I'm going to be screwed if we need to heal anyone.